I'm gonna level with you. Territorial Control is a terrible game mode. I know, bias is not something I like doing for this series, but come on, this had it coming. Territorial Control is a strange anomaly in Team Fortress 2, so let's talk about its only map, its faults, and why it was forgotten, and maybe even try to fix said game mode. Before we do though, make sure to subscribe so that funny number can go up, and also hit that notification bell so that you'll be notified the next time my brain decides to wheeze out another video. Also, if you came from the other two forgotten game mode videos, then be sure to vote in the next community poll for which game mode I should play next. Alright, on to the video. Territorial Control was launched with the game initially with this map TC_Hydro. Territorial Control is kind of like an attack-defend map, but when each point is captured, another area opens up, allowing the capturing team the ability to advance to the next area. If the game ends up with the team controlling more territory, then the teams have to fight one last time on the opposing team's smaller end control point. It sounds exactly like attack-defend, but it's worse. See, Valve designed this map with the philosophy that players would gravitate towards a select group of maps, so if the experience could be kept fresh and new every time you played the map, it would attract more players. Now, TF2 already started out with brain rot, so that was never going to work. So the community basically dropped Hydro pretty much instantly, as it was too confusing and not fun, and it was so bad. If you are wondering where this game mode even is, it was put into the alternate game modes category in your matchmaking menu. And not even that, it's located under the MISC tab with Snowplow. This is especially surprising since this map was touted by Valve to be the most complex, most fun map that the game will ever receive. No map will ever get past this bar. Seriously, TC Hydro was the flagship map of Team Fortress 2, and I kinda want to talk about Hydro for a bit since it's the only map that this game mode ever got. In order to keep this video short, I will go over the map layout and why the various areas don't really work. A thing that bridges each area together is these weaving corridors in the center of the map, which I'm sure the devs intended as alternate routes, but these alternate routes become choke points when you cut off the other key areas that let you access flanking routes, alternate to the one specifically designed for each area in question. And while I have never developed a Team Fortress 2 map, the nuance and game sense presented by the Valve devs is probably some of the most simple yet ineffective ideas you could possibly think of. Now there are 4 key areas in this map: the radar dish, the power plant, the dam, and the warehouse. And yes, I'm going to gloss over the 2 red and blue base capture points because by the time that you reach there, the game's already over and it doesn't matter. And also they just kind of suck game-wise. But the entire game mode just really doesn't embody controlling territory, as you just capture one point and sit around in a choke point waiting for the round to go to a stalemate. Because really, the main problems with each area are pretty much as follows. The radar dish area has virtually no cover, and the entire point is a engineers and snipers' wet dream. The power plant's problem is that the defending team spawn is right next to the control point. The dam has no cover, so it's again an engineers and snipers' wet dream. And the warehouse is basically a combination of all the problems together, and all of the routes in between are just worthless choke points. And you can very much see why this mode never took off. Half the time, the defending team can just sit on their control point and then have a scout flank and end the match, because all capture points have no restriction nor set capture speed, so a scout can end the round in 5 seconds. I'm not kidding, by the way, here's proof. One more thing, the look of Hydro. You see, the look of Hydro is very, very interesting from a far yet quick glance. Its 4 areas do look pretty interesting, and the skybox especially makes me want to hop the fence and explore the rest of the facility. But the actual playable area is pretty barren. There's not a lot to look at besides the shells of buildings. Now obviously Team Fortress 2 isn't about taking cover behind objects, instead more so mobility. The huge sprawling spawn rooms lack pretty much any decoration at all. Even other community maps and Valve maps make empty concrete buildings look interesting. And they make those areas look not just like a huge block of concrete, while also not contributing to the map's gameplay, And it just really feels like here that it was designed to be an empty set for the TV show pilot that it would eventually inhabit. If you don't know what I'm talking about, TC Hydro is the backdrop for Expiration Date, which was the pilot for the Adult Swim TF2's show that maybe someday I'll make a video about. Anyways, I digress. It's a pet peeve. I just hate the look of the map. Unlike Payload Race, Territorial Control does not have a lot of fans. Sure, we could absolutely sit here and gush about it, but it'd be wasted breath for a map that really isn't deserving of it. It's just a worse 5CP attack defense game mode, and I'm kinda glad that we as a community have moved on because, let's be honest, no one's truly missing out on this. And though there are a couple of Territorial Control maps on the workshop, I haven't seen any servers hosting them. And I will link those in the description if you want to check it out. But frankly, I'm kind of glad that we moved on as a community because this game mode is truly one that deserves to be forgotten. Hey, thanks for watching. If you've stuck around this far, then feel free to hit that subscribe button and hit that bell icon. I mean, I said that earlier, but you know, whatever. If you like this series, feel free to vote in our next community poll for the next game mode. Just do it. Helps me out in picking a topic for the video. And also keep in mind that not all game modes are created equal, so the video contents might change to accommodate it. But also, these videos take a long time for me to make. I started this video in like February, okay? I don't have an editor. This is all me doing it. This script has gone through several revisions. But I am sorry that it took this long, and I'm hoping that you wonderful people will continue to support me in what I do. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for all the wonderful support, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.